There's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer, a screamer.
What is going on, entertainers? So today I'm coming to you guys with another recap of Blueface and Chrisean episode 4. I think it's 4, but don't quote me. That's all I have to say. This episode, I had to take it in doses because of the toxicity. Okay, I felt like I was drinking what's that thing called, Robitussin. You know how Robitussin is so strong that like you take a little bit and you're like, ooh, and then you're like, and then you finish the rest. It was like strong Robitussin, extra strength. That's what it felt like. Okay. Before I get started, the dude hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and stay tuned for the after show. Okay. So Rock tells us when the episode starts off that Blue unfollowed her and took the video out on YouTube with the I get so lonely, so lonely, so lonely, so lonely. That video out from YouTube, which they grossed a lot of views. I remember when he did that, which to me was like, you're dumb because you're just kind of blocking whatever money either she's making or he's making. Really, her money is his money. So I don't think that was smart of him to do. Like that was stupid. So she's telling the stylist and stuff about Blue. She's just like, bro, like I just want to get some good D, bro. Like he got me messed up. Like, bro, like I got all this dudes, you know, in my DMs and stuff. I'm about to just dip, bro. Like he got me all the way messed up, bro. Like this ain't it, bro. So mind you, I know the stylist is just probably so sick and tired of her. Cause I would be. You can only be around this toxicity for so long before you literally start to have a mental health issue yourself. Cause it's like it's too much toxicity just surrounded around you. So like I don't know how that hairdresser, I'm not hairdresser, the stylist does it, but God bless him. And I hope Chrisean's paying him a cute coin, because I wouldn't do that for no cheap change, because you would have me messed up, okay? So Rock wants to go out and fill her oats. Okay, she wants to go out and fill her zhuzh, in the words of Jasmine Masters. So they go back to her place or whatever in LA, and they start to get like all her clothes and stuff together. The little, y'all know, the cheap shake and go outfits that Rock be wearing. Which at this point you need to get a Fashion Over sponsorship or Boohoo Woman sponsorship. Shout out to Boohoo Man. If you're watching, I want a sponsorship. Okay, I'm putting it out and I'm manifesting it. I want a sponsorship from Boohoo Man by the end of the year. Okay, Boohoo Man. You feel me? This shirt not Boohoo Man, but jacket Boohoo Man. So, you know, you feel me? Sponsor me, Boohoo Man. But I just feel like she needs something from like Fashion Over or something like that, because some of the stuff she wears is very much like cheap Fashion Over. So it's like you might as well get a sponsorship for them. But with the stuff that Chrisean has going on, they're never gonna sponsor her, because now you're showing that you're involved in DV on TV. Well, streaming TV. Um, so she goes and gets Sky and they head to the club. And I told you guys about her and Sky. Very much that tease, you feel me? So they go to the club or whatever, and they pull up, and you hear one of her fans is like, "Oh my god, are you Chrisean Frog? I'm such a big fan. Can I get a picture? You're amazing. I love you." And then she's just like, "Thank you, bro. Like, yeah, like you real pretty, bro. You real pretty though. Look at your outfit though. Yeah." So they take their picture, whatever, and they try to go in the club, I guess. And I guess the club was not as lit as she thought it was gonna be. Why they lying though? Because last episode we saw a preview where Chrisean was in the club, you know, dipping it and doing it. Okay, maybe I looked away when I seen that part, but we didn't see her dipping it and doing it. So I was kind of like, she was supposed to be and doing it and doing it and doing it well and doing it and doing, but we didn't see her doing that. Okay, all we seen her is doing it and doing it and doing, like, I just wanted to see that. So they're outside, and some girl or somebody tries to get her to buy some flowers, but she gets the stylist to buy flowers and stuff like that because she didn't want to pay for it herself. And I'm like, you're getting a little bit too big of a head, Chrisean, if you think you're not supposed to pay for stuff because you're a big celebrity. Because you're getting up there, don't get me wrong, but like, don't get that big of a head now. And they get in the car. She calls Blue, and then she was just like, yeah, like where you at, bro? Why you around that girl with the braids, bro? I'm the only girl with braids on you supposed to be around, bro. Like, yeah. So what's that? What's that? So then Blue is just like, oh, like what do you mean? You're in the club, kissing girls and stuff like that. I'm telling you, huh, Sky. You in the club with her and Sky. You in the club with girls kissing girls. Like, what do you mean? It's a double standard. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what do you mean? And mind you, when they were outside, Rock goes, "Oh, I'm not scared to not have security. I have Burr there." Was Big Burr following Chrisean and Rock when they were filming this? Because y'all know how the Bobby Boys, the Bobby Boys love to follow the cast around. So let me find out Big Burr was a Rock groupie and he was following them around trying to play security. Because it didn't look like the actual security was there that night. So um he's calling on the phone, and you could tell she's kind of getting mad, and it's sort of crazy how like Sky was telling her, oh, you should say this, like she has all these enablers around her, like nobody is willing to really like get her mad to tell her the truth. And it kind of reminded me of Tommy. Y'all remember when Tommy was on Love and Hip Hop and she used to drink a lot? And Spice, how they made that song, I'ma get it, I'ma get it, I'ma get it, pop that, drop down if you with it. Spice was the only one that was real enough to her, was just like, you have a drinking issue or whatever. And Tommy ended up getting mad at Spice and trying to downplay Spice's career, which I'm like, try somebody else, because like the girl is an international superstar. Nikki has worked with her, so it's like you might want to shut up, Tommy. She tried to downplay Spice and make it seem like Spice is a loser because she came on Love Hip Hop, when we know Love Hip Hop is paying Spice, fat check. That's why she even did the show. So it kind of reminded me of that, like, because nobody's willing to really stand up to her. Okay, like Spice said in that room, she was like, nobody's willing to stand up to her and tell her everybody fake. Okay, everybody's fake when it comes to Rock, because everybody around her is enabling her, from the stylist, from the which it's not their job. I don't even blame the stylist, because he's just there to bring clothes and make her look cute and get paid. Like, he didn't sign up to be a therapist, so you can't even put that on them, to be honest. But like the friends and stuff and the exes, they're really enabling her. Okay, so apparently they go to a black screen. Blueface and Rock, mind you, they didn't have a DV warning in the beginning of this episode, which I noticed. Zeus. Blueface and Rock apparently got into a fisticuffs before the cameras pulled up. Okay. And we see them just sit. We see Roxy inside of a car, all curled up in a ball. And then Blueface is just out there looking out of the car. He's like, this is him the whole time, y'all. So what's up, Rock? Look at you. You're a little B. You call me on my name? You think that's cool? Yeah. You think that's cool? You look at you. You think you're a man? That's the problem. You got it between your legs. What's up? Cause I suck it. No cap. That's on crit. Don't tell nobody though. But what's up? You a B word. Look at you. Wait, look. Come on. Bring the cameras. Look at her. She a B word. What you gonna do, Rock? You call me on my name, bro. Mind you, the whole time, Rock is like, mind you, this isn't even funny, but y'all know I like to bring a little humor into something. Rock the whole time is just curled up. She's just like, what do you mean, bro? The whole time he's just calling her all types of B words. And she's just like, my name is Rock, bro. Like, no, you can't do that. Like, what do you mean and stuff? He was just like, yeah, because I'm gonna call you a B, because you're a B, right? Don't get me wrong, Rock is toxic as all ever, but it's like I keep thinking, like, Blue, you got a daughter. One, she's gonna see this, and two, karma works so hard, and it's gonna come back so hard when the daughter grows up and starts, meeting dudes. And I'm telling you, Blueface is gonna meet him times three. He's not even gonna know what to do. I'm telling you, like, it's gonna be so freaking bad. And if you guys peeped in the car, she kind of insinuated that she got him back for what he did to the dad and the brother. Okay, like if you guys kind of really peep that, And then we see Blueface, like he just keeps talking to her in the car. Mind you, Blueface, your underwear is backwards, okay? We saw the Gildens or Fruit of the Loom logo in facing us. So you're wearing your underwear backwards. Okay. And Blueface just keeps calling her a B. He's like, do what a B does, just sit in the car. And he was just like, no, he was like, no one could care. He was like, no one cares about the dude when in the situation, which I agree with. I feel like a lot of DV situations, when the girl ends up hitting the dude, nobody really talks about that. Nobody really cares about that. So he's 100% right. But where he messed up is he goes, this is how Blueface is funny. He goes, oh, you can go ahead and kiss girls, but I can't do the same. It's a double standard. I'm like, when you're in a monogamous relationship, you really can't do that. But okay, Blue. I really feel like he meant to say you could kiss girls, but I can't go ahead and kiss my dudes and you know fill on some big daddy cakes. And I'm like, I know that's what you really wanted to say, Blue. But there was just cameras around, so you didn't want to say that. Because when you think about it, it doesn't make sense. You could kiss girls, but I can't. Like, what? You're straight. Yeah, you're the relationship. Even though, like, this ain't no good relationship, right? So Blueface is like, oh, sit in the car, do what a bee does, and then he heads inside, right? Mind you, Rock, you can tell she's heavily bruised. You can tell they got into a big fight because not only that, she's heavily bruised on like her face, and he has a gash on the back of his head. Okay, I'm talking about like big gash, a big gash in the back of his head. So Blue makes sure, mind you, this show is just I felt like I was there. Like you ever been like in like in a ghetto situation? You're like, oh, I need to leave. Like I felt like I was there and I needed to leave. When you visit somebody or you go over somebody's house, but you expect that they live in like low key like it's a hood ass area, so you're like, oh, I gotta duck. You like, I gotta duck before somebody break in my car. That's how I felt. Like I felt like I was in a neighborhood where they could break in my car. Like that's what it was giving. So Blue makes sure the camera gets her when she's sitting in the car. And then he goes inside and talks to Tiny. Mind you, this is the guy from Blue Girls Club for the girls that don't know. This is Tiny, his security guard. That was the guy with the red head. I know you he's such a girl. Let me tell you. Because the whole time the camera's on, he was kicking. He's like, yeah, bro, like you need to go get stitches, man. Like, yeah. Yeah. Like, I'm like, these this show is something else. Okay, so he's talking to security. He was saying he needs to get stitches because the gash was like pretty big. So Rock Stylist ends up coming with the dreads and ends up dressing her like outside, basically gets her shades, and then she comes inside, right? And then she's just like, Blue, like, what you want me to come inside for, bro? Like, what do you want me to come inside for? Like, what do you want, bro? And then Blue's just like, oh, it took the stylist to get you to come inside. It took the stylist to get you to come inside. They try to have a conversation, and he calls her a B word. He keeps calling her a B word. He's like, I'm gonna call you a B word because you're acting like a B word because you're a B word. And at this point, I don't even feel bad for Chrisean because this is the dude that you're so madly in love with and want to, you know, spend the rest of your life with and want to do all these dreams and goals, but it's never going to change. The fact that he blatantly calls you a B and now in front of the whole US, he clearly has no respect for you. He not only did that, he filmed you while your Big Debbie cakes were just flatly firmed on a public toilet. Okay. So it's like he doesn't care to humiliate you because he does it all the time. And two, he doesn't respect you because he calls you a B word right in front of everybody. Okay. And it's not like that's my B, which I don't even think dudes should be doing, but it's like you a B, not a that's my B. If y'all get what I mean. Y'all know how YouTube do. Okay. So he just keeps calling her B. He keeps calling her B. And also, Rock is not mature enough to have a civilized conversation as an adult, like whatsoever, like at all. Like she can't sit face to face with somebody and have a conversation. It's just she's too immature for that. The moment he tries to even talk to her and try to reflect on what happened, she just gets up. She's like no, bro. Like, what do we got to talk about it for, bro? What do we got to talk about it about, bro? It seemed like something happened that he was trying to get her to say, and I'm mad that she didn't get to say it or he didn't force her to say it, because then we would kind of get a clarification on something that we may not know. but I don't know if it's something. It seemed like she revealed something to him, and he wanted her to say it on camera, but she wouldn't say. She was like, "Why I gotta say it, bro? Why I gotta say it, bro? No, bro, no." So just not smart enough to have a grown woman and man conversation at all. And then she keeps mentioning she doesn't want to be in a low vibrational situation. Okay. She says, "Oh, I don't want to be in a low vibrational situation, bro. Like, no, I don't want to do that, bro. Like, it's low vibrations. It's low vibrations, bro." And I'm like, Stormy Wellington probably watching this and shaking her head, talking about, "This is her brat." I know she just she's sitting over there with her with her what's that juice called that she be selling? Her teas, her flat tummy teas, drinking it. She's like, she was like, "Look at them. They promote my brand. You see this? This smart marketing. That's why I humiliated my friend with that plate. You see this? So now they promote my brand for free because it's low vibrations." I know she watching this kicking and getting a good laugh out of it. Okay, so don't even bring up low vibrations because both of you guys are just both low vibrations. So one or the other isn't, right? And like I said, we notice he has a huge gash in the back of his head that's bleeding. She then proceeds, which I think was the dumbest thing ever, which I'm just like, she gets some part of like a vacuum and like disattaches it and proceeds to sort of try to vacuum the back of his head. And I'm like, what? Mind you, it's dirty, and I'm like, that's an open wound. You gonna get this man an infection. He just gonna end up. Oh my god, like, bro, just go to the hospital. So he was telling her to like to turn the vacuum off because it was giving him like a headache and stuff. So they go to the hospital and they get like whatever they need to get done. And on the way back, it was just a sad sight to see. They just looked like a mess. Like, it was just like a hot ghetto mess. They were just sitting there. She's smoking weed, and he's just sitting there like all loopy. And I'm like, oh my god, like it made my stomach turn. So imagine how the mama is feeling watching this. Cause it looked like Ike and Tina. It was just sitting there just in a midst of their dirtiness and muskiness. It was just like, ooh. So Wack 100 pulls up. He pulls up and he talks to Blue. So he pulls up and talks to Blue, and he's like, "Blue, we gotta change this, man. Like, you haven't been in the studio in forever. We haven't had a hit since she came around." I said, "That's unfortunate that they haven't had a hit since she came around. The last hit I remember was Chose Me. Ah, na, 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 Chose Me. And that's not, I don't even, that wasn't even his song. That was Blast song. He was just a feature, like Carisha. Okay. All right. So during the whole time he's talking to Blue Wack 100, which Wack was very calm in this episode, which shook me. Let me tell you why I think Wack I'm gonna tell you a little bit later why I think Wack 100 was so calm because I have a theory. Okay. So the whole time he's talking, Rock comes out of there and she's trying to peep the scenery, trying to peep what's going on. And she goes in the mirror and applies like some lipstick on herself, right? And then she puts black lipstick on herself like the Bride of Chucky, y'all. You thought she was a Bride of Chucky. She was just like, yeah, next time you feel me, he wants to, call me outside my name, call me a B-Bray, you gonna put another gash on his head, bro. Yeah. Ain't that about right? So I'm like, this girl's really out of it because you're talking to yourself about what you might do later on. And I know she was trying to be funny, but it didn't look cute. It looked even more toxic. Brother Chucky. I'm just saying, okay? So he was just like, oh, Wack 100 telling her, you need to go to the studio without her. It needs to be individual. The thing is, Rod wouldn't be so much of a nuisance to his career if she wasn't involved in his career, but they're now musically and kind of financially involved. So this is why their relationship is even more toxic. It'd be one thing if it was just the relationship and they kept the business separate. Now the business is kind of intertwined. So that's where you kind of get some sort of, it's like a big mix up, okay? It's a huge mix up. So Blue goes to the studio, y'all, and of course, guess who pops up? Rock. Rock pops up. She's eating the chicken wings and everything like that. And then he's trying to do some sort of music. I don't know what. The beat sounded trash, no cap. Sorry. It sounded trash. So she tries to go in there and spit some beats. Okay, she was just like, yee, like they show a little slow mo, her putting the headphones on. And I please, Rock, don't start rapping because like I don't even need more irritation in this episode. Wack 100 pops up, and I go lie, he was so calm. He was just like, "Oh, like I thought we was doing this individual. What's she doing here?" And then she starts to talk back and become very disrespectful, telling him to be quiet. Um, he needs to be quiet. He needs to mind his business or something like that. And like basic, I was like, oh Lord, Wax about to snap in 3, 2, 1, and he didn't. So this is my theory, y'all. Y'all know that picture that came out with Wack 100? He had his Big Debbie cakes out. I think somebody or a girl or something told him that, ooh, you want me to play with your Big Debbie cakes, daddy? Come home. And I think that's why he was about to dip so quick out that studio because he was moving a little too fast for me for somebody that was blatantly disrespecting him to his face. So I think some like a lady of his told him that he was going to get some Big Debbie cakes play. So he wanted to dip out of there. That's what it was giving to me because he was a little too calm. If y'all hear Wack 100 on Clubhouse, he to me is the king of Clubhouse because that dude rants on Clubhouse like a girl on Bigo, okay? Like the girls in the pumps on Bigo. Wack 100 is a punk on Clubhouse. That's what it is, to be honest. So I was just shook at how calm he is because I've never seen Wack this calm. And this goes to the theory where, and a lot of my entertainers talk about this on my after show. It makes sense as to why they're doing this show because they're trying to paint Blue in a better light and to make him look more innocent. And with Wack 100, he's playing smart. I know him. He's playing. I don't know him personally, but like I kind of know how he thinks based on what stuff that he said. So mentally, he's trying to play calm to make her look even crazier, make her look like she's the disrespectful one, which she is. Don't get me wrong, but he's being a little bit more passive in order to make it even more apparent that she's like the cuckoo one, which Rock is a cuckoo bird. Okay, so he's trying to talk to her and stuff like that. He's just like they have a private convo. Rock's not listening at all. Rock's just like, yeah, bro, like it don't matter. I can make 2 million in a year, bro. Like it don't even matter, bro. First of all, Zeus not paying you that much. Because big celebrities bigger than you not even making that much. So like Rock, you really need to sit somewhere like fast. I'm talking about squat, like because you're not making that much, baby. Like, don't do that. Like, don't do that. Like, that's so cap. She wasn't listening whatsoever. And Wack 100 was trying to be so respectful to her. And she was just being ignorant and a little child and was not listening to Wack 100 whatsoever. And I'm like, you got this version of Wack 100 because the other Wack 100 would be like, you need to get them out my face, bro. Yeah, get this little girl out my face. That's what we finna do, man. That's on crap. So you lucky he didn't go crip on you, okay? Because you would have been crip dancing all up and through that sidewalk if he had put your hands, if he put his hands on her, which wouldn't have been right, don't get me wrong, but like he seemed like the type that do that. At the end, you guys, we do get a trigger warning or sort of like an ad, and it's for loveisrespect.org. Mind you, this website is so mundane and they do have a little section with warning signs of abuse. Okay? We have some personal safety ones. Create a safety plan. To me, this website is a little too watered down for what this situation showed us. We needed something a little bit more harsh. And this website I suggested change.org so we could all sign a petition so that they could both get a restraining order on each other. Because that's what is needed at this point. Not no loveisrespect.org. Okay? But at least they gave some sort of disclaimer because I was getting worried. But they let us wait till the end instead of putting it at the beginning, to be honest. Or at least put like we do not condone this. Because even though you guys didn't show it, y'all showed the aftermath. We seen the blood gashes. So do better, Zeus. Okay? All right, entertainers, let me know what you guys think about this episode. It was a cringy one. You got to take it in doses like Robitussin. Okay? All right, entertainers, let me know what you're thinking. We are out, babies.
No personal thing.